Happy 2026, Cancer. Here is your Tarotscope for January 2026. Thank you. That's so funny. Sorry, this card has come up in so many readings and reversed. It's all in the same way, but it does mean something a little different in each one. But I like that this is the stage setting for the month of January. You are definitely going your own way. You are not sticking to the traditional ways of doing things. You are not just doing things because they've simply always been done that way. You are taking matters into your own hands in terms of like not allowing yourself to have your life dictated by the like constraints of society, the constraints of your family, the constraints around expectations, or you know, what you're expected to do in general, like what a typical trajectory is. Like, you are freeing yourself from the way that things have always been done, but you're really being asked to embrace that side of yourself, to embrace your rebel side, to become the expert in your life for the things that you are pursuing, or the things that you want to attain, and not apologizing for it. Pardon me. Okay, let's get some more information. Okay, two nights popped out, but only one night will continue on in the hopes of becoming Cancer's next Tarotscope card. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of America's Next Top Model, and I will not actually take away the I'm sorry. I will not apologize for that. It's on Pluto TV, by the way, not an ad. Knight of Swords, being like obsessive, radical in a way, hyper focused on the trajectory, on the clarity that you have got, pardon me, brought yourself to. The way that you're going, it's because you can't get to where you want to go in the traditional sense, in the way, if you go, okay, let me refine that word salad. You cannot get to where you want to go if you just go in the traditional sense. If you just go from point A to point B to point C to point D all the way to Z, that's not going to be the way that you're meant to go. And the clarity that you have about doing things in your own regard, you have to almost be like married to it. It's your number one priority is pursuing and focusing and like obsessing in a way on the goal that you have set, on the thing that you are trying to achieve, on, you know, the path that you are on. Yes, it's one step at a time, but it's like radical commitment to betterment, radical commitment to, and I think that's the combo here. It's a radical commitment to your potential, and not self-sabotaging, not letting stories and excuses and the way things have always been be the reason why you're not pursuing and actually attaining the things that you want to attain. Okay, what else do our little Cancies need to know? Oop, oop, oop. So with this, we're finding a way to overcome our emotional nature and not disregard it, but just not be defined or live in it. There's this ability, sorry, it's the King of Cups. There's this ability to be able to balance, or to focus on getting really clear on how to remove your emotions from the path that you're on, and how to allow yourself to master your emotions in a way that they aren't allowing you to self-sabotage, like the Knight of Swords kind of I touched on there. This is setting yourself up for success. This ability to master your mindfulness, to master the balance between feeling your emotions but not constantly being fueled by them, or relegated to your emotions, because your emotions aren't necessarily the facts, right? Like, they aren't necessarily the truth of what is actually happening out there. It is just your experience, your response, your almost like nervous system in a way, the way that it's able to handle those things, and that's not always the truth of it. And so when you're able to detach, when you're able to master that, you're able to really to almost like quantum leap those obstacles or things that have maybe previously become obstacles for you, and overcome them with ease, because you're able to like transmute those emotions into something that's like helpful for you, so that you can gain clarity through those emotions. Okay, what else can I tell our little Cancies? Ooh. Is this the card? Okay, well, let's do another. Ooh. This is about going with the flow. Six of Swords. Instead of fighting the current, instead of fighting what's happening, it's about being able to be moved where you're supposed to be moved to mentally, like within your own clarity, and saving that energy for when you get to where you're supposed to go, so that you're able to navigate that the best that you can with the focus and with the clarity that you have. But some things are unavoidable. Some things we can't fight. Some things, no matter like how much control we think we have over life, like life moves us. And so this speaks to not fighting it, but going with it, and allowing yourself to, like I say, be moved by the current instead of fighting the current. Like if you are local, or if you've ever been somewhere where you have like a bunch of like falls, here we have Burley Falls, and like it can be so exhausting, especially when I was a teenager. Like we used to go swimming there all the time, and it can be so exhausting to be literally fighting the current and like swimming against the current. It's obviously so much easier to lean into it and to let the current move you, but with you know, a lot of times it's our fight or flight. Like sometimes we just want to fight the current. We don't want to be moved. We don't want to allow things to take the natural course. And this really speaks to like, save your fucking energy. Hold on. It's not gonna be like a long and bumpy ride, but like you're being moved. Don't fight it. Hold on to that energy and use that energy when you get to where you're being moved to. Don't spin out. I like giggle because Cancer. I like spin out quarterly. But nobody else knows. Maybe like 2 people. Oop. Reversed. Does this one want out too? Is this first? Okay, Queen of Cups. You are finding a real peace with your emotions. You're finding a real peace with your intuition, with the way that you've navigated the darkness, the shadows. Like you're almost toasting to yourself and the bad bitch that you've become based on what you've kind of experienced and the emotional fulfillment that you've gotten from being in all of those places and being somebody that people turn to because of how good, you know, your intuition is, because how tuned in and tapped in you are. You're able to sit in the dark and like appreciate the shadow times and not be overwhelmed by them. And this card is really speaking to the healing that you've done, the release from the pain that you've been in, and all of this like clarity, all of this ability to go in your own way. It's just, you've removed yourself from what other people, like, I don't know if I said that at the beginning. It's, you're removing yourself from what other people want for you, and you're really locking into like what your definition of success is, what your definition of being fulfilled is, and like healing and being, you know, what love is to you, and how you show love and appreciation, and how you show community for your friends and the people that you love, like how you can hold space for people, and it like, it even heals something within you to be able to show up for other people in that regard. Do these one out? Okay. Let's do one more, and then we'll pull the crystal that wants to work with you. Ooh. 2, 1. The Princess of Pentacles. Investing in yourself, being able to take that time and develop the craft, to use your resources and put them back into yourself, whether it's time, efforts, energy, just focus. Even the sheer, what we focus on grows, right? And you have, you know, the world in your hands. Like, what do you want to do with your life? Like, I feel like even like for Cancies right now, there is this look. I know for myself, like, I'm coming into a new decade this year, and I'm looking at things and like, how do I invest in myself? Because this bitch, she's been around the longest. She's not going anywhere. Like, I'm my ride or die, and I know that I'll have more along the way, but like, how do I invest in myself to make the most out of this, you know, relationship that I have with myself, and the relationship that the universe matches with that frequency, right? Again, that may be a little too out there for some of you, but deal with it. That's who I am. But like, you're really being encouraged to explore that version of you in a grounded way, to invest in yourself, to seek out the things that you want to do, and to go like 1 foot forward, looking up, like, confidently in toward the version of you that's coming. Have fucking fun with it too. The crystal that wants to work with you is Cat's Eye. It's all about agility, intuition, and protection. Evoking the bright eyes of a cat, Cat's Eye is used as a talisman to ward off and protect against any evil or unforeseen danger coming your way. It increases agility, allowing you to fly beneath the radar of your enemies and progress ahead of your competitors. Cat's Eye enhances night vision, giving you the ability to see through the shadows in a higher definition and access heightened levels of intuition by opening the crown chakra. Cat's Eye is regenerative, helping you regain what was once lost. Well, that's good news. Happy January, my little Cancerians. I'll see you next month. Bye.